as ever, we're going to start this on time. And if people are missing out, well, then that's down to them, I'm afraid, because tonight was meant to be about. Usually when we do a Thursday night call, we usually start off by talking all about how to build a team. We're not going to be talking about team building tonight. Tonight is going to be about how you make money out of trading. We started off today with a lot of people sort of complaining in the Phoenix group about, I haven't seen any signals for a couple of days or anything else. There are signals coming out of your ears if you choose to look for them, guys, honestly. And Katie, Daisy, I appreciate what you both said this morning when you were telling people that the signals are out there, because they absolutely are. But it seems that we have, but I don't know where the fault lies, to be honest with you. I don't know whether it's that new people are just coming in and expecting us to do everything for them and putting it over on a plate for them, or whether it's because when you're bringing new people in, you're not telling them what's available and where. Somewhere between the two is the problem. So we're going to put it right for you tonight and tell you what the answer is and where the signals are, because there is money waiting on the table for you. And I know we've been getting excited over the last couple of weeks. We've been talking about Dennis, and we've been talking about, our superstar trader Yoda, who's been noticeably absent this week, and I'm going to tell you why he's been absent in a second. But we've got 200 educators, guys. It's not about one man. I mean, seriously, if it were just down to one man, if he got pushed off a cliff, we'd be stuffed. It's not about one man. 200 educators. All the options that you need are there. And the fact is, that one guy's already given us enough information to teach you how to make money if you watched the videos of the recordings. I mean, would have been better if you'd been actually there on the call live, but if you weren't there on the call, both of them are in both videos are recorded in the winner's circle. They're waiting for everyone to take the trades, or waiting for the information. And I just want to, Phil, I called you out for a second ago, and I just want to confirm, if I can. We had a conversation last night, but you said yesterday you made £448 yesterday on gold using Dennis's strategy. And without expecting you to explain it, you literally just you watched the video, watched what he did on the video, took it away and applied it, yeah?
Yeah. This week, just to sort of give you my week, I mean, I've said before, I've got my own business, and this week has just been manic. I've had my invoicing day, which is the busiest day of my month. It's just been really, really busy for me. And I've done no go live sessions. I've done no hyperdrive. I've done nothing. I've done 6 setups with the Dennis method. I missed one of them, which went really big, which is my own daft fault. But at the moment, I mean, don't get me wrong, I haven't won them all. I've lost about 200, but on the week standing at the moment now, I'm £600 up. And I've caught a little bit in the morning before I go out. I go all around the Northwest traveling, and I grab what I can in the morning. Then in the afternoon, I get back, I do my paperwork, and I just try and grab it half an hour, 3/4 an hour here, and help a few people out with a few questions. But it's for me, if I can do that in a week when I haven't done any studying, any strategies, any research, nothing this week, but it's work for me, definitely.
Okay, Phil, videos, what do you do? What's your background? What business have you got?
I'm a bricklayer by trade, but I've got a property maintenance business, and I do all remedial work for David Wilson Homes Northwest, Redrow, and HBC, all over the Northwest. So
So you're pretty much an experienced trader.
Yeah. Well, no. I'm an experienced building trader. I'm as green as grass at this. And still
that's what I was just about to say, because I was going to say, you and I had a conversation back in November when Jamie brought you into iMechanic and we did a 3-way call. And at that point in time, you'd never traded before, had you?
No, not at all. Not at all. And it's a longer plan for me. I'm 60 in 3 years, and I want to step down from my business then, and this is my retirement hobby, and hopefully a fun to it, a nice retirement.
I don't see any problem with you getting there, mate. None whatsoever. But that's the point now. So November, we're talking 10 weeks. 10 weeks that you've been in this business effectively.
Yeah. But then I got COVID straight away. I was out. I didn't really do anything for the first 3 weeks. Then we sorted.
Don't start making excuses, mate.
No. But we went. We went into December where it went flat. Then we had Christmas, and
absolutely, I 100% agree with you.
But I used my time to study. Then I just tried to take as much in as I could.
And that's exactly what we're here for. Phil, thank you. Appreciate that 100%. Really, really do. So I asked that question particularly because I saw the question from David in the comments, and Wendy said, good question. Yeah. Have you traded before? No experience whatsoever. So this is just literally putting into action what's available for each and every one of you to learn. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you exactly where I got my signals from today so that I made the money, and show you how you can get exactly the same thing tomorrow if you want to, with or without Dennis. And I'm going to start off, let's just start off with Dennis. Let's talk about Dennis. We haven't heard much from Dennis this week, and I've been putting some few updates into the Phoenix group as and when I've heard something. I said that he was having problems with internet connections. He only had his phone. That's the only place he could actually get Wi-Fi. Turns out the only reason he could only get Wi-Fi there was because he was halfway up a mountain sliding down it skiing. So if you're earning 30 grand a day, you can afford to take a week out if you want to. And, we didn't know about that, and I only found out today. He is back home. He got home today, sent me a message and said, we'll speak tomorrow, but I don't know whether he's jet lagged, ski lagged, or whatever it is. I don't know how far he's traveled, but he will be back, and there will be more signals coming out. So we'll talk some more about Dennis when that comes through. But it really does frustrate me that everyone puts everything down to what Dennis says. And it brings us back to why people actually joined the Winner's Circle and IM Academy in the first instance, because until a couple of weeks ago, most people had never heard of Dennis. So here's the thing. Let's talk about IM Academy, because with Winner's Circle and IM Academy, you've got two ways to generate money for yourself. First way is to learn to trade. And that's what we've just heard. That's what Phil is doing, and doing it very successfully. Second way is to build a team. And I said to you tonight, we're not going to talk about team building. I'm sure Sam will later on, but nonetheless, I'm not going to talk about team building right now. We're going to talk about what we actually do to get you making money trading. Now, you can choose to do one or the other, or you can choose to do both if you'd like to. Same as I do, same as Simon does. That's your choice. But if all you want to do is trade and you don't want to build a team, then your long-term goal should be to learn how to trade independently. Because as I said, if he had fallen off a cliff whilst he was skiing down a mountain, and you've got all your eggs in one basket, you're stuffed. But you don't have to do that with IM Academy. There are so many choices that are available to you. One of the problems that I find is patience. Too many people are impatient with this. They get started, they join IM Academy, they say, right, okay, send me the signals. And they're just jumping up and down, wanting to get signals because they want to place trades. This is not a get rich quick scheme. And it's not about placing trade after trade after trade after trade. And I've seen it so many times in the last 3 years that I've been working in this arena. I have seen so many people that come in and chuck thousands of pounds into accounts. I've seen people put 20 grand into a trading account in the hope that they can make thousands a week out of it. But what they do is they're so desperate to make money that they make stupid mistakes and they don't learn how to do it. The first thing you need to learn is patience. How many times have you guys heard Tyrone Foster say, we are paid to wait? If the market's not good, the signals aren't there. And I've gone through Pip Talk. And if you don't know what Pip Talk is, you're going to find out in a few minutes. But I've gone through Pip Talk today and looked at dozens upon dozens of signals and of educators and seen how few signals they've sent out in the last 3 months, because the market hasn't been there. And it's been normal for the time of year. The last few weeks have been a little bit weird. It's settling now, but they were a little bit weird because of all the ups and downs in America and all the stuff that was going on there. So you need to have some patience. And the other thing is learning how to conquer that fear of missing out, because that's the second thing that I hear from people. Oh God, no, I missed one. Well, it doesn't matter if you missed one. There's always another trade. I am so relaxed about missing trades, you won't believe it. You guys, I see signals every Monday. I see people, fantastic trade on Monday. I made money on this. I never trade on Monday. I never trade on Friday. Those are the rules that I picked up from Tyrone and from Patrick, and I stick by those rules. I don't trade Monday and Friday. And so when you guys make profit on Mondays and Fridays, I don't make it. But I don't get upset about it. My choice not to trade. Those are my rules. And then when it goes wrong for you and you lose money on Mondays and Fridays, I didn't get caught in that trap. Just learn some patience and don't worry about missing out, because there is always another trade. Learning the skills isn't difficult. You just heard what Phil's just said. 10 weeks in, £600 this week, and that's on trades that's no one sent him those signals. He's just following all those trades this week. All that money has come from watching gold, nothing else, watching gold. How many people were on the call? I'm not sure, was it last night or the night before? Simon, what night did we have Connor
last
on?
night.
Last night's call. Connor has made almost £1,800 in 10 days. And all of his trades are on gold, following Dennis's method. Connor hasn't needed anyone to send him a signal. And what Connor does is, Connor said, I don't know if I'm doing this right. I tell you, no, you're definitely doing it right, mate. Absolutely. Because what he does is, as soon as he sees the trade go into profit, he lifts his stop loss right up so that the trade can't, if it goes in the opposite direction, if it spikes out, worst thing that's going to happen to him is break even. And I'm not even going to go into the crazy, crazy numbers, but he's absolutely crushing it. Because if you watch those two videos, saw it was on there and applied it, same as Phil. If all you want to do, however, is just copy signals, I'm not saying that you're wrong. If you don't want to learn, if all you want to do is copy the signals, then there's a few things that you should know. The first thing is, do not just rely on one person, because people take holidays, people feel ill, there are a million different reasons why you might not get some signals from just one person. Dennis is, yes, we think Dennis is our secret weapon. There's no two ways about it. And in the coming months, I think Dennis is going to make us an absolute fortune, but he's not the only person you can get signals from. Your IM subscription gives you access to 200 educators, and they'll all send you signals. Now, some of them cost you a little bit more. Some of them you've got to pay a little bit extra for their strategies or whatever, around about $22 a month. And the reason that you have to pay that is because they created their strategy. And IM Academy pays our educators £1,000 a month to be an educator. That's all, $1,000. And for $1,000 a month, they put hours upon hours upon hours in there. If you were counting it as an hourly rate, they get paid less than minimum wage for being an educator. Now, they get paid a lot of money. The reason they get paid a lot of money is if they've created the software, if they've created the strategy, you pay $22 a month, they get paid a percentage of it. They're all building teams of their own, and they're all at various ranks. You may have seen the other day, Nes Vasquez just hit Chairman 25. So they're all networking as well. They're all looking for both sides of the opportunity. And of course, they all make money trading. So they've got multiple sources of income. But I think the reason these guys want to actually share their systems is their way of giving back what they've learned, because an awful lot of our educators actually learned their skills in IM Academy. So they're giving back to it. So if you have to pay $22 a month for it, then so be it. It's worth more than $22 a month extra for a different strategy. However, there's an awful lot that comes as standard. And the first thing you need to get is PipTalk. Now, if you don't know what PipTalk is, then that's, oops, scroll down. You need the IM Academy app on your mobile phone. So that's what the icon looks like. Just go to App Store or Google Play Store and install it from there. Once it's in, open the app and log in. You use your IM Academy username and password, and then you just look for the chat icon down at the bottom of your screen. Click on that, that gets you to PipTalk. Once you're in PipTalk, you need to find someone to follow. There are hundreds to follow. It says there 40 current clubs, but the 40 current clubs doesn't include individual educators. And just look through the names. And I'm not going to tell you who to follow here because I don't know what your favorite is. I don't know what your favorite style of trading is. You may be, you know, we've got some guys now that are getting really excited about crypto. Oops, go back. We've got some people that are getting really excited about crypto. We've got some people who are doing great with HFX and crushing it with HFX. I personally prefer FRX. I'm not going to tell you who to follow, but if you click to PipTalk, you can click on the word PipTalk there and you can see who's available. So Barley Granville, Baz Kujiman, yeah, I think Baz's trades are fabulous. Curtis Cobain is really a DCX educator. If you like crypto, good guy to look at. And there are a bunch of different people. You can scroll up and down there. Now, if you look at what it says, by the name, and you can't see it clearly on here, but you will see it on the app. But under Baz's name, it says, receive updates, trade ideas, and education. Not every educator on here sends trade ideas in PipTalk. So you need to have a look and see what they're sending. Equally, some of them are sending in different languages. Some are sending them in French, some are sending them in Spanish, some are sending them in Dutch, in German. The majority, obviously, are clearly in English. So just click through and just touch it when you see a name and you think maybe there's something there. It says signals, touch into it and see what it says. And you can look through and you can see how many signals they've sent in recent weeks. You know, he hasn't sent much in the last few weeks. Maybe it's not worth my while looking at that one. Just find one that you like. Well, don't find one, find several. If you touch my PipTalk on the right-hand side there, that shows you the list of how many you subscribe to. And I probably subscribe to about 5 different places to get signals through. So have a look, find some that suit yourself. If you're not sure exactly who to look at, then ask your upline or ask in the Phoenix group and ask what other people are following and see who other people like. An awful lot of Katie's team like Leon, a lot of people like Lee Allen, different people that you can follow, get other people's opinions on it. This is today. This is just coming through today for some of the signals that I saw today. Every single one of those was a signal that was sent out today. I placed 4 out of those 5 trades today. And out of 4 out of those 5 trades, I made £173.19. You can see it flashing at the bottom of your screen. Please don't try and copy these. If you can see them, you can read these. If you're looking on video, don't try and copy them. They have expired. But I made 5.07% profit today, £173.19. And guess what? Made my 5%. Time for me to stop. End of story. And I'll crack on with everything else that I have to do. Because that's all it's about. Small amount every day. Because your small amounts every day becomes a bigger amount every week. You're just letting it grow and grow. Today, 5% is £173. Next week, 5% will be £190. The week after that, 5% will be over £200. And so it goes on. There's a ton of different options that are open to you. IM sends more signals out than you will ever need. I'll tell you now, the biggest problem most people have is they want to trade too much and they want to place too many trades. And I'm staggered by the amount of people that I see placing dozens of trades a day, and it's running towards a fall. It's crazy. Here's what I would suggest you do. Create a plan for yourself. And when we talk about a trading plan, this is just what you want out of it. Decide how much profit you want to make on a daily basis? What percentage profits? So for me, no secret, I'm looking at 5% a day. Once we've got Dennis's trades coming back through and I get more to grips with his system, I may increase my margin from 5% to 10% a day. But at this moment in time, I'm happy with 5% a day. So each morning, just calculate how much that is in pounds a day. Just look at the size of your account and say, what's 5% of that? Okay, that's what I've got to make. I've got to make 170 quid today. And the minute you get past that £170 mark, close it, keep it, and wait until tomorrow. Once you've done that, make sure that you're also using appropriate risk management. I have this conversation so many times with people, and I still see people that trade without stop losses. I can't tell you that you shouldn't do it because I've tried it myself in the past, but I can tell you I lost money doing it. And I am utterly convinced of the value of using appropriate stop losses. So use proper risk management. Stop trading once you reach your target, because the aim is not just to make profit, the aim is to keep it. And that's really pretty much all that I had to say about it. I was getting so frustrated today, and I wasn't the only person getting frustrated, because I've had messages from people all day long coming in all different directions saying that, you know, that I don't understand why people are saying, why is there no signals? Why is there no signals? Why is there no signals? The signals are there, you're just not looking for them. So that said, I'm going to stop ranting for a second now. And I'm going to let you guys ask questions. I'm going to have a quick look in the chat.
Before they do, I would just add to that as well, is I use swipe trades. Swipe trades I find are very, very successful. But again, I do my due diligence on them. If they turn around and say sell on, let's say, GBP and the dollar, I will check it and I will look at it in my MT4 on my charts. And if I'm thinking that they're saying sell it and it's right at the bottom, I don't touch it.
I'm going to go back to something for a second just to sort of highlight your point, Simon, because, oh, damn. Go there. These are today's trades that I've taken. The first two at the back with the blue banner across the top were straight out of Pip Talk. And they were both from Nick Engels, who is a vibrator educator. And you find him on Pip Talk. So I said I wasn't going to tell you who to look for, but look for Nick. Yeah. Nick Engels is consistent and he's good. Gets notifications of his live sessions. He educates in English and in Dutch. But on top of that, he also sends live alerts in there, and you can see two setups. Don't try and read them. Don't try and figure them out. It's too late for them, but there are two setups in there. The other three, the ones with the green banners at the top, are all swipe trades. So those are my 5 trades today, 2 from Nick Engels and 3 from swipe trades. No need to worry about whether Dennis is sliding down a hill or not. So, I'm just having a quick look. Wendy, can I record to post this later? Yes, it's recording right now, Wendy. So, okay.
The other product that I use is DeLorean Hyperdrive. Get a lot of benefit from Hyperdrive. But you've got to pay for DeLorean. I don't, because I'm on Elite and it's included. But if you're not on Elite, you've got to pay another $22 a month. But you should be making $20 on one trade. So you can cover that, cover the base. Really.
$22 is absolutely nothing. Elaine wants to know where swipe trades are. Well, first of all, you have to pay for swipe trades, Elaine. So you pay for it in shopping cart. It costs you $22 a month if you're not on Elite. If you're on Elite, then it's part of your package. Swipe Trades has its own app. So you just go to, have I got it on that screenshot? No, I haven't got the app on there. I don't have the app on my phone. I actually get mine through email, but there is an app as well. But they will send you the app and they'll send it you by email as well. So go to shopping cart, get Swipe Trades. Swipe Trades, everything comes through. They're completely done for your signals. There's nothing for you to read in there. What I do, my personal opinion with Swipe Trades is much like Simranjit's trades before Christmas. Swipe Trades, the risk to reward is almost 1-to-1, and I don't like that. So I don't have my stops as steep as they do. So I much prefer Dennis's idea and Tyrone and Patrick's idea of a decent risk to reward. So if a trade's going the wrong way, I want to be out of it quickly with a small loss rather than just wait there for a big loss. Swipe trades, there are quite steep losses on them if they go wrong. When they go right, they're great trades. So all you need to do is just learn how to reset your, how to set a lower lot size. And it's only a matter of just counting. And I think it was Bailey put something into the Phoenix group yesterday that showed how to count pips. Very, very simple. Equally, if you go to the Winner Circle website, the stuff that I've put up there on how to count pips and how to change your stop losses as well. So,
Rog, can you just cover in the Winner Circle group? There is a lot of training, a lot of videos, a lot of tips, how to place trades, why to place trades, where to place trades, and everything else. And the majority of people don't realize that that is a phenomenal resource. So just cover that.
Let's just do that. So, okay, Winner Circle. So if you go to the Winner Circle, then there are articles about trading. And you can see the latest ones listed down there, videos that shows how Dennis chooses trades, live trading with Dennis. There's a bunch of signals. I'm going to take those out actually. So we take those out because they're gone now. But then there is education, the stuff that Brandon's put up. If you don't understand, if you're brand new and you don't get your head around what pips are, then that article there, Pips and Pounds, is going to tell you what a pip is. It's going to tell you how to understand pips so you can count them to move your stop losses. Forex broker charges explained. There is a ton of stuff in there, just up and down there. That's just in articles. Then if we go to videos, look at the trading videos again, click on there. And again, those are the last two, how Dennis chooses his trades, interview with Tyrone coming to the UK at some point in time, how to place trades in MT4, how you actually place them, where they are, what lot size you should use and how to set your lot size. There is a ton of stuff in there, and there will be more to go in there because as I get more stuff will get more information in there, we'll put it in there as well. There's also, if you go for the Get Started section and you look at Get Started in FRX, then to start off with, FRX step by step, how you get into it, how you join it, and then this, Brandon's 72-hour fast start video, ton of information in there. So that's useful too. Also, if we go to the top and we look at networking videos, because some of the networking videos do cross over. We had, I mean, if you want to know how to build a business, that's fabulous. Chairman Bootcamp, that was last year, 5 days of that. That's 7 days of it, but that's just brilliant. There's some really, really good stuff in there. But there was also the announcements. Did I put in announcements? No. There are other videos in there as well, though. So there's a ton of stuff. Just literally dig through them and have a look through. All the basics are in there. What size should I use? Pips and pounds. Mountain of stuff in there that you can find. And all we're doing when people come back to us and say, how do I do this? How do I do that? We're just saying, go back to the Winner's Circle website. It's there. So the information is there for you. So I'm just taking a look. Rosie said gold education. Yeah, different things on that. Jason says, what does Nick fall under, please? Nick who? Which Nick?
Engels.
Nick Engels. Nick Engels is vibrato. So no, when you actually look, Jason, if you're looking for Nick Engels, just look for vibrato and EC 111 in Pip Talk, and you'll find him there. There is a mountain of stuff that's available to each and every one of you. Sherry said, is vibrato an add-on? Yes, vibrato is an add-on. Vibrato is $22. Vibrato is an unusual add-on. Vibrato was the product that when Simon and I came into IM Academy, that's what we were directed to in the first instance, and we were directed particularly to ECC 11, which is Kathy Kirkland's London Payouts, which was immensely profitable. Not the easiest one to get to grips with, in my opinion, when we first got started. I don't think it's an easy learner one. And the other thing is, if you get vibrato and you then get London Payout, you pay $22 for vibrato, you then pay another $10 for London Payout. And within vibrato, there is probably lots and lots of different aspects to vibrato that costs $10 here, $10 there. Even if you're on Elite, you still pay extra for those things because those are very much trader specific. And so that's how they're getting their reward for what they've put into it. But there are some fantastic things in there. But I don't want to go too much. I don't think you should be choosing 10 different strategies at the same time. You should pick one and learn it and master it. Because if you try jumping all over the place, all you'll do is confuse yourself even more so, and you will lose. Find the one that you like, find one that people in our group are working with, so that when you stumble, you can say to someone, I don't understand this, and there's someone there to help you. The educators are fabulous. Downside to the educators is they're responsible for tens of thousands of people and they can't respond to you directly, immediately. Whereas if you go into the Phoenix group, if you go into the Breakfast Club, if you go into one of the Forex trade groups, you can just ask a question of someone that you know in there and say, how do I do this? And the answers are all there for you. We've got people who here now that have been doing this. Some have been doing it for a few weeks and are getting good at it. Some have been doing this for a few months, are getting great at it. Some of them are just absolutely romping away with it. All the help that you need is here. But don't try and complicate it for yourself by doing too much at the same time. The only thing I would say is if you're doing the copy and paste methods, copy and paste, you don't have that many questions to ask. Once you know how to place a trade on MT4, job's done for you. Everything else is actually given for you there. But I don't recommend that you just stick with copy and paste trading. I recommend that you learn one of these systems. DeLorean for me is one of the easiest things in the world to learn. And since Hyperdrive came out, it's a license to print money, as Simon has witnessed to. And Simon does like printing money. So,
Good. Just want to share with people our ideas, what we'd like to do with Yoda.
Short term or long term?
Well, the short term, hopefully this weekend, if we can try and have a conversation with him, what we'd like to do within the next couple of weeks.
The plan is over the next few weeks is to get in. I'm hoping we can maybe even start next week to start with 2 live trading sessions a week with him and 1 training session. Now, this is Dennis's suggestion to me. That's the format that he wants. So I've just got to get times from him as far as that's concerned. So that's 3 hours a week of trading with him, or training and trading with him live, as well as signals coming through. And, you know, he's only done a couple of hours with us, and people have already learned enough to make hundreds and hundreds of pounds. So when we do those sessions with him, the feedback that we get is incredible about just how good and how simple and clear. You know, he's Serbian, his language he's Serbian. He spent most of his life living in Cyprus. His English is probably better than mine and Simon's. Mm-hmm. He's so calm and clear and simple in the way he communicates what he has to say. He is very focused on what he's talking about. He doesn't, if someone asks something that goes counter to what he says, he makes no bones about it. He'll just say, no, you're wrong. And then that's it. He knows what he's talking about. He's a very, very good educator. And the reason he's come to us, because bear in mind, you know, he shares in the Phoenix group, he shares how much he's making on a daily basis. And not in the Phoenix group, in the alerts group, he shares at the end of the day how much he's made for the day, 30 grand, 40 grand a day. You know, he's not coming to this for money. He's coming to this because he likes to, he wants to educate, he wants to share what he knows with other people. So he's coming to help you. Dave, boot camp is on the Winner's Circle website. Just scroll through them. There's not that many in there to look for. Just have a look around and you'll find everything that you need on there. So what we want to do is we want to do these live sessions with him. I don't know, Simon and I were talking today, and we don't know how clearly, the government's talking right now that we're hoping that by May we'll have everybody in the UK vaccinated and maybe ease restrictions. So by the summertime, maybe we can put a live event on. I've given over the idea of saying we're going to put a live event on at this time, but at some point in time we will get to put a live event on, and we'll get Dennis to fly across here. You know, compared to Tyrone and Patrick flying from the States, Dennis is on the doorstep and he's more than happy to come across. So we'll actually get him physically sitting there here with us, showing us what he knows. And you can learn so much in an hour, but if you've got him sat there with you all day long and you can ask questions, the amount that you can learn then will be off the charts. And there's no point in him coming across for a day, so we'll have him for a number of days. And he said he'll do that not just once, but multiple times a year. So those are the longer term plans. As far as IM Academy are concerned, Dennis is actually sending the signals out to us. He's also created he created a brand new trading account, put $5,000 into a trading account that he's just labeled Winner's Circle. And he's actually just going to grow that to whatever he can in the space of the next 6 months. So he can show him IM Academy through my FX book and show them exactly what he's done and prove trade by trade how capable he is. You already know because you've seen yourselves, both Brandon and Dr. Josh coming on, watching him train, and they're impressed with how good he is. It will take 6 months before we can get him on board with Go Live as a formal educator with IM Academy.
It'll be that on Pip Talk,
and then we'll have him on Pip Talk, and it just has everything just under one roof. But as far as we're concerned, we've got access to him now. No one else has that. We've got access to him now. So I'll bring you more updates tomorrow when I've spoken to him tomorrow about what's going to be happening next week. But, you know, the future is very, very bright. But for the people that are putting messages into the group, and if you see messages tomorrow in the Phoenix group from people who aren't on this call right now, and they're complaining about a lack of signals coming through, then please do me a favor. Back us up a little bit and support us, and put in there that this is explained in detail for them, and that the options that people, you know, if people want to make money, they can make money right now, without needing anything else. Larry Thompson. Larry Thompson talks about bringing people on board who are in network marketing, who want everything done for them. And he says one of his favorite stories is saying, like, it's a bit like going to the gym. If you want a body like Arnold Schwarzenegger, you can't just watch his videos and expect it to happen. At some point in time, you've got to lift your own weights. And these guys that are complaining, saying there's no signals coming through, they're not lifting their own weights. And then the guys who are lifting their own weights, you're learning. You're all learning. And as I look at the screen in front of me, and I can see so many people that I know who came on board that didn't know how to trade, and you're all doing incredibly well. You're all learning so much, and you're all moving forward so much. And we don't hear you as the complainers, but we're getting other people that are complaining, and some of the complainers are in your teams. So you need to communicate this to your teams. You need to make sure that everyone is aware of what's happening. So that's pretty much it covered. Any other questions from anyone?
I've got
Go on.
I've got. Can we please apologize to Nick Weimer?
Yeah, absolutely.
He struggled today trying to get testimonials. It was so unfair. The guy was the presenter on our Zoom tonight, and he had to bend over backwards to shake the tree to get guys to do their testimony. And it's for your own benefit. He worked his ass off to get testimonials. So guys, come on. It's like, you know.
And that's not just Nick. That's not just Nick.
No, it's not just Nick.
Katie was going through it.
Katie, it's everyone.
You know.
Daisy, the lot, everyone.
It's just really, guys, you know, we're doing our part. You know, just give us some support. You know, really, really do need some support. You know, we have the same testimonials day in, day out, and that's great. You know, it's good that there are people there that we can rely on. But new testimonials are exciting. New testimonials show people that we're growing. And you're the guys that have got the stories. And if you haven't got the stories yet, you know how to get the stories. You can get your stories in one day. 173 quid today. That's the story. 173 quid. How much a month does it cost to be in IM Academy? 140 quid. Cover my expenses in one day. Cover the month's expenses in one day. Doesn't take a life to, you know, you don't have to turn around and say, I'll do this for 6 months and then I'll have a story. No. Connor, 10 days. 10 days, 1,800 quid. You can get your stories quickly, but we need you to help us. So please. And I'm saying that right now because I'm the next person to do the call on Saturday. Please, I need some stories.
Me.
Thank you. All right, guys. Any other questions? Nick, you raise your hand. You got a question? No?
No,
If you have a question,
I was probably stretching or something. No. Sorry.
Right, fair enough. Okay. Any other questions then? Jamie's free if he's needed. Sounds like a John Inman impression. I'm free.
I think Nick Sherritt's trying to talk, but he's very quiet, Nick.
Can you hear me at all?
Yes.
Yeah. All right, okay. I'm available for a testimonial. I'm in a bit away for a week or so, but I have no idea what you would like from me because I haven't done anything.
All we need for a testimonial is your name, your background, where you come from, and how much you've made in the last week trading.
Does it matter if it's zero?
That's probably not the best testimonial I've heard.
No.
Hey, I am going through this methodically. I'm using the demo account first, and I'm doing the education.
That's fine. Money that you make on a demo account still counts. As long as you've made a profit on a demo account, that still counts. You're still actually doing the efforts.
Okay. Well,
Okay. Nick,
do one.
have you made money on your demo account?
No, not yet.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
then
still
we,
a no
we
then.
need to put you as on the sub bench.
But thank you for offering, Nick. Thank you. I'll talk to you a bit later and we can get you going this week. Now that you're
We'll
back.
put you in reserve.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ready.
Right, guys, if there's nothing else, I'm going to wrap it up. We've gone on for long enough, but bear with us. We've had this week's been a quiet week, but it's just been because people haven't been looking in the right places. If you're hearing more questions, people saying they haven't got anything, you know where to send them to right now. I've been recording this. I will put this into the Phoenix group tomorrow so that everyone can see it. Just tell everyone and point them in the right direction so they know where to go and get these trades, because the money is there for you. All right, guys, we'll see you.
Can I just mention one thing, Roger? I need to say a massive thank you to everybody, because when anyone asks a question in the Phoenix group, you guys are on it real fast. And that is amazing. People get a massive amount of support. If their upline, if their sponsor isn't around, isn't available, and they got a question, and one of you guys, and there's like over 300 people that can answer the question, hats off, well done. You need to get as many of your prospects who have joined into the Phoenix group. That's the main resource we need to really promote.
Okay. Oh, and tomorrow night, 6 p.m, the book club, special guest star, Daisy. So everyone get yourself onto the book club tomorrow night. Daisy's going to be telling her story there in her own inimitable fashion. I'm looking forward to that. She'll be a good girl though, won't she? Katie was good when she was on there as well. So
yeah.
I'm going to be full on me. I am full on.
You're
me.
going to be full on you.
I'm going to put my
God help us.
thing on a lot. I'm going to go wild.
Are you going to be playing guitar? Are you going to be singing her song?
Yeah, air guitar. Of course I am. Come on.
I can see Larry wondering what the hell is going on.
Yeah, he's going to be thinking, what crowd are these guys?
You'll be booking me every Friday.
Say it again.
You'll be booking me in every Friday.
So that's it, guys. See you all tomorrow night on the book club with Daisy. And if you've got any questions, you know where we are. Bye, everyone.
Get you later, guys. Open the links up to everybody. Say goodbye.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone. See you soon.